Hey, what's going on, traders? Nikki Limitless here. Doing a Saturday recap or uh, uh, doing a video so we can forecast what's going to happen next week. I didn't know how to say it properly, but that's what I'm doing. So I'm looking at GU. And if you guys who watch this, who are watching this now, who are watching later, if you have any pairs that you want me to look at, I can do that. I'm just gonna look at GU. So if you want me to take a look at any pair, please message me. Tell me, hey, check this pair out, and do a recap on it or a forecast on it, and I will. So, anywho, I'm gonna start from the weekly time frame. All right. Yes, and that's my child in the back. All right. Yeah, I like to use channels. All right. So right here alone, we could see it bounced off this channel. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. Okay, so let's focus in on this area. I'm just gonna mark them quick. Okay, so weekly high and low. All right, and what I see here is we have an imbalance. Well, it's actually bigger. It's that space, but because the wicks didn't touch, it's literally here, but I'm going to come here because there's a big gap in between the candle bodies, right? So we have an imbalance there. Let's see, is this balanced? Yeah, that one balanced out. So, I mean, that right there tells me it's possible it's going to push up. But if I break it up, if I do it like this, maybe it's like a zone, two different zones. So we'll see two different types of push-ups. Maybe it'll come here, come down, come back up. Here we have an order block. We should already hit it. And then here we have another order block. So it hit, so range, initiation, mitigation, continuation. We may see it come back up here to hit into this order block to continue the downtrend. All right, so order block had to pause itself. I'm on a different thought. All right, cool. So let's drop into the day. Okay. So here's a daily order block. All right. So it's looking a little more promising. Now we just tightened up the zone. So the zone was a weekly. Now we have a daily. Yeah, we might see a big pullback. I mean, here's a money zone right here. So At least it might come here, reject off this line, come back up, hit this. Now, if it does decide to come up, I see it doing like this, breaking that structure here, dropping back. This is going to drag along, so probably come right here. And then we'll see this. We may see the rejection, which we want, and it may decide it doesn't want to come this way, and then it breaks through. And then when that happens, just look for this to hit, oop, and then take it up. So that's a possibility. That's one possibility. Or it does all this, and then comes up, maybe retests, and then drops, and then starts making its way down again. And then maybe just continuing off of this weekly, and then making another downward movement. Right, so that's possible. Boom, hit off, come back, makes sense. Probably be like this would be more like this. Anyway, so just from the weekly and the daily, like we already know, like it's gonna, like it bounced off of this weekly channel. So look for it to come up, fill this void, right? These are the imbalances. And then these are the order blocks, right? And then this one's just a tighter order block. So, it could hit into here and then reject, but I think it'll come up more and hit into there. So, and then we see how it played out. It could go, if it breaks through these zones though, if it ever breaks through, and you won't just see it break this zone, I think you'll see it break this zone as well. It'll break both, and then look for the comeback, the breakout, and the retest, and then look to predict the buy. And that's off the daily. So, I mean, this is going to take a while. This isn't like, this is out there. That's like, I mean, how many days did it take for it to come from here? It's 16 days, 22 days, excuse me. How's it? Oh, because the weekend, right? But it was 16 trading days just to get here, right? Because it's 16 bars, 17, 18, 19. So that's 19 days to get here. So, yeah. So, unless there's like one massive move, but anyway, moving forward. So let's get into like what it can do this week. I mean, that's pretty much what can happen in the week. You'll see a push in the direction. I mean, look at that. To me, that's a head and shoulders. Some people don't like to trade patterns, but I see a pattern, especially when I see it go like this, 1 and 2. When I see it drop twice, like I'm looking for a buy at this position. And then if it's the other way, if it's inverted, well, this is inverted. If it's regular and I see double shoulder like that, I'm taking the sell in the other direction, right? So for those who don't see it, I see this, right, shoulder, and then I see it, like we said, it like break there, right? And then, I mean, you could even say that's the shoulder, but no, this is definitely the shoulder. Okay, definitely the shoulder. But when I see it come twice to that shoulder, and it's gonna go up. That's what I've seen. So I mean, obviously it's not guaranteed, but I've seen that a lot. I've seen it on US 30. I was trading on the 30-second chart, and 1 second, and it did this pattern. After I saw head and shoulders, I got in over here, and on the 1 second, and then it came back, and I thought it was going to go the other way, so I got out, and then it did this big candle like this, and it was on a Friday too, and then when it opened, and I know we're looking at GU, but when it opened, so it did this on Friday, and then it opened and it shot up on Monday, went there, did a little retest, and then boom, it went like 20,000 pips that move. Because US 30 moves massively. 100 pips is like 1,000, and then 10,000 is like 100 pips on gold. So, um, yeah. So Head and Shoulders, and then look, you could even go. We're on the 4 hour now, so let me move this Head and Shoulders. Let me see that. All right. You could even see the imbalances here, right? I'm just gonna make this whole thing an imbalance. But if you want, you can go this wick to that wick and that to that. But it's literally all this, to me, it's just one imbalance. All right, so now we have more confirmation that it's going to come back up, right? Because it's right there. That's an imbalance. And then, like, look at all this imbalance. So now that we're on the 4 hour, you can get more defined on the imbalance. And, like, this whole thing is imbalanced. Like, boom, and then from here to here, and then from here to here. So like pretty much like the whole thing's imbalanced because it's just like one balance. I'm not gonna mark them all, but basically for the wicks didn't touch, right? So that's imbalanced, and you can get deeper and deeper into that. So, but this right here is telling me get ready for the push up because look, this one right here broke structure. Oh, this broke structure. When it came up, it broke the structure. Came back. Now it's gonna come break through, right? And then shoot up, and then we're gonna look for this right here. Got equal highs. I think so. We got equal highs right here. Boop. Right. So there's money sitting there. So you know the market wants to go and get that money, and then we got money sitting up here. So that's why boop might come in. It may even push higher. It may even push higher, right? But it's GU. This isn't gold. You know, I trade a lot of gold, but it's GU, so maybe it'll respect this structure more, right? And then drop. But if this was gold, what it would do is if you get this structure, I'm gonna go see this structure and even break through it and then come all the way down. Because gold likes to do its own thing sometimes, a lot of times. Anyway, all right, so that's the 4 hour. So let's go to the hour. All right, cool. Yeah, you see in the hour, the structure definitely broke. It's clear as day. And then we have some sort of like W pattern, but still a Head and Shoulders, right? The whole thing. Okay. So we have the imbalance. Let's see if there's imbalance here, because there was, that's why it came back. So you see how like this wick, this wick to that wick, there was imbalance. Boom. The market filled the imbalance, filled it, even came down over here. There's probably some other imbalances, and shot up, right? And now it's in this consolidation area. It's Friday, so it didn't push all the way up. And then, I mean, look, there's imbalances here, so you might see a retracement. Like, here's another imbalance. And this is on the hour, so it doesn't have to fill it now, right? So you may see it come here to and like come into here, right? I mean, this wick is there, so maybe it's not as big of an imbalance. This is the old imbalance that was filled. So maybe because that wick's there, it's not that imbalanced. Maybe it's there. So you might see it drop all the way here, come back up, and like create new highs, right? So we got it's my child. Higher high. Higher low, right? Because here's lower low and then higher moving up. And then this one. I don't think this is done. Forget about this because I don't think it's done yet. But I mean, in this structure, that's a higher high. I mean, it broke down, and this is a higher low, and it's working its way back up. I believe it'll come and break this again. You may see a pullback, but it's going to be a higher high, higher low, higher high, a smaller one. All right, and you'll see it come break this. But I think we're going to see another higher low, right, to this zone, and this is an order block as well. So an hour order block, and you can. So yeah, you see how it like it's in with the imbalance. So it may tap in, boop, come up. See this come like this, come back up, break the structure, tap off of that, come back maybe, and then boom, come into there. So that's what I'd like to see coming into this week. I'd like to see it completely come up into this zone right here, you know, and see like that, completely break this zone, tap into it, and then go up again. So I mean that's what I'd like to see. Obviously, if it was that clean, that'd be fantastic. But and we may depends on how much volume's in the market, but we may see it may reject off of here, right? It may not do that. It may come here, hit like the order block over here, because there's two imbalances, right? So and then it wants to drop, right? Because look, it'll still be in line. You still have like a trend line right here. Right, so it may just drop right there, and then you'll see a bigger push. But this might be like the whole week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Right. You might see this on Monday and then all this Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then come down here maybe. I don't know. But that's what I see. There's no need to go down any further. I mean, we kind of get the idea. If I go into 15-minute, I mean, you'll just get more defined in what the market can do, like right when it opens. I would say the hour and 4 hour will let you know what's going to happen in the week, the day and the month, or the weekly are going to tell you what's going to happen within, the next few days, the month, or the week and month. But I mean, what's on the 15th? I got 2 minutes, and we can I'll just show you how you can get like even more in depth on what's going to happen. Because now you can see imbalance, right? And then the order block is all the way down here now. Boom, right? So, it might tap, it may just tap here and then come back up and break trend line with the wick like this and then shoot back up, which would be good because then there's a lot of momentum. But yeah, that's it. Also, what I see here, and because you see this on, I need to be able to. I see it rounding. Usually, when it rounds, I've noticed it drops. Now, it doesn't mean it has to be a big drop, but when it rounds out like that, it normally drops. So that's like confirmation it's gonna do this. But I also see this here, so it's like shoulder and head, and then it's gonna come back, tap and go, right? So I like patterns. So yeah, that's it, guys. If you like what I'm showing you, tune in every morning from before New York session, and then obviously Saturday it's whatever time. And like, share, comment, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, tell me what you wanted me to know, and I'll get better every time. So, all right, appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Happy trading. Have a great weekend, and yeah, see you on Monday.